G'day, it's Phil here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking through $1 coins, looking for commemorative coins, rare coins, and coins worth more than face value. Again, we have my $1 collection book here from the Royal Australian Mint, already partly filled with the commemorative coins that we've found so far. And we are looking to finish off this book with all the commemorative coins since 1984 when the $1 coin was first issued. And we've only got one coin left. This one here, the 2020 centenary of Qantas. We have others, but that's the last one we need to close out the book. So I'm going to put the book to the side and see if we can find those commemorative coins. So let's open our first roll. Before we do that, let's zoom in a little bit, make sure we're a little bit closer in. That looks pretty good. And as we go through the coins, I'll just be looking through the reverses, just looking for the commemorative side. And then at the end, I'll go through all of the coins and looking for years of low mintage and not intended for circulation years. This is the Mob of Ruse. That's the standard $1 coin design. And as I say, I'll be flicking through them like this until we come to a commemorative coin, which is this one here. This is our first commemorative coin for today. Making a Difference, Australia's Volunteers from 2003. When I find a common commemorative, I'm going to put it up on this line up here. That's the common commemorative row. And then I'll continue on looking for other commemorative coins. Here we have the Dancing Man, the 60th anniversary of the end of the First World War from 2005. And we will continue on looking for those coins. And then we have a Matilda's coin. This is a commemorative coin from 2023. It's got the memorial effigy there on the back. The Matildas are the Australian women's national football team. That is the header. There was 4 coins in the series. And that will go down the bottom. We'll call that a keeper. That for the wider collection. That'll be our keepers row. Straight after it, it's the Year of the Outback from 2002, another highly minted commemorative coin. So it's going to go up on the top as a common commemorative. And then we have Sir Henry Parkes from 1996. From 1996. Sir Henry Parkes, the father of Federation, and he's also highly minted, so it's going to go up on the top row. And then after that, we have the CHOGM from 2011. CHOGM stands for Commonwealth Heads of Government Meeting. That was held in Perth in 2011. It's down there, and that's also going to go up on the top row as a commemorative coin. Here we have the Centenary of Federation from 2001. We always check this one out for a rotation error. That one seems to be fine though. If it was rotated, when we turned it that way, we would see the Queen's head pointing in a different direction than to the right. But that one's fine, so that's going to go up the top. That's a common commemorative. And that gets us through our first roll. And when I go through the coins at the end, I'll be looking for the not intended for circulation years, being 1987, 89, 1990, 1991, 2007, and 2012. The Mob of Ruse were issued in that year, but only into sets and not into circulation. So I'll be looking out for those coins and those years when I look through at the end. There's another Dancing Man to go on the top row. And we will continue on looking for the Qantas coin that we have been looking for a while. The other coins that I look out for, low minted coins, 2014 and 2021. Here's another Year of the Outback to go on the top row. And another coin that I will have to look out for, a standard coin, well, a commemorative coin where the commemorative design is on the obverse. It still has a Mob of Ruse on it, so if I flick through it, I'll have to go back and try and find it in the pile at the end. This is the third roll now, and at the end of this third roll, we'll speed the hunt up a bit, and I will only slow down for when we find new coins like this one, the APEC Australia from 2007. That was the circulating coin in that year. The Mob of Ruse was created but was not put into circulation, so that's why I look out for the 2007 Mob of Ruse at all times. And we seem to be having quite a lot of Mob of Ruse, not too many commemorative coins through as yet. Here's a 1993, so that'll be a Landcare Australia, celebrating Australia's Landcare organisation in 1993. Sometimes we look out for die chip errors on the leaves of this tree up here, but that one seems to be fine. So it'll go down on the top row as a common commemorative. And here we have the 100 Years of Anzac, The Spirit Lives. This one's from 2014. The series ran from 2014 to 2018 inclusively. The 2014 was the highest minted of that year, so it'll go up on the top row. But if we find any of the other years, they will go down on the keeper row because I'll be keeping them in my wider collection. All right, so now we're going to get to the third. We've finished with the third roll, and we're going to speed the hunt up. I'm only going to slow down. If I find a coin that we haven't seen yet today, I'll annotate it and lay it down. But let's get into the hunt. Oh, and here we see another Matilda's coin. This one is the Striker. Again, 2023 with the memorial effigy. And another Matilda's coin that's going to go down on the keeper's row. And there from 2001 we see the International Year of Volunteers. The circulating coin from that year. It's highly minted though, so it's going to go up on the top row, and that will finish off that top row. And there from 2003 we see the centenary of women's suffrage, celebrating 100 years of women's suffrage. That's also highly minted. It's going to go up there on that top row. Here we see a 2016 100 Years of Anzac, so that's a lower minted coin in the series, as you can see with the number on the screen, and that's going to go down on the bottom as a keeper for my wider collection. And there from 1999 we see the International Year of Older Persons, celebrating the elderly around the world, and that was going to go up on the top row because it's highly minted. And there we see for the first time the centenary of Girl Guiding from 2010, celebrating 100 years of guides in Australia, and that'll go up on the top row because that is a highly minted commemorative coin. And there we see the very first commemorative $1 coin design. This is from 1986, and it's the International Year of Peace. That's also highly minted, and it's going to go up there on the top row. And there from 1988, the Australian Bicentennial, the 200th anniversary of Australia in 1988. It's going to go up there on the top row. And there for the first time we see Sir Charles Kingsford Smith from 1997, one of Australia's early aviation pioneers. It's highly minted, so it's going to go up on the top row. We have another 2023 coin, and it is the AFL Premiership season Premiership Cup from the AFL series that came out in 2023 through Australia Post in conjunction with the Royal Australian Mint. It was the circulating coin in that set, and it's going to go down on the bottom row as it is a lower minted coin. Here's a 2020. Let's have a look and see if we can cut it for the Qantas. Oh, no, unfortunately not. Oh, here we go. Oh, and another one after that. But here we have another shot at the Qantas. Oh, 2 Mob of Roos from 2020. That's unusual. And here we have another header from the Matildas. And that then brings us on to the last roll. So no Qantas tonight, but we have definitely had a couple of shots at it, which is in itself heartening that there are some of those still around. But nothing like last week's hunt where we had a heap of AFL coins going back to the usual everyday old, well circulated coins. And what have we got? Nothing there. Last shot at a rotation error, and that'll be pretty much it for the hunt. There we go. Nothing. There we go. So what I'm quickly going to do is, when I can put this into a pile, is go through all the Mob of Roos off to the side and see if there's anything of any note, any of the low minted years or not intended for circulation years. And then I'll come back and go through what we got today. All right, back in a sec. Well, we've got a couple of Mob of Roos that are worthwhile pointing out. Both of these from the low minted year 2014. This one's got quite a bit of roller marking on the legend there, so that's going to go back to the bank, but this one isn't too bad for a 2014 coin. I'll have to check it with my wider collection and make sure that it's worthwhile keeping. But what else we got today was the AFL Premiership Season Cup from 2023 from the AFL Series. We picked up a low minted 100 Years of Anzac. I've had a look at that from 2016. It's not in that great a condition. That one will probably go back to the bank, so I'll put that to the side. And then we picked up a few Matildas coins. We've got the Striker from 2023. This one also has a few little marks on it that I'm not particularly pleased with, so I think that one's going to go back to the bank as well. This one here has a little spot on the back of it, and that is the Striker, another Matildas coin. So I'll only be keeping one of those, even though there is a double header. So there you have it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what I do, please think about subscribing. And leave a comment down below if you are finding any of the 2020 coins, even without the Qantas, going through the mob of roos. I only found 3, the 2 that I saw and then 1 other. But no Qantas today. We'll have to keep hunting for that. So, as you know, I'll be back for more noodling in a few days. So, I'll see you then. Bye.